Hi and welcome to sign diagrams. A sign diagram is a type of diagram that we would use if we simply wanted to roughly sketch a polynomial function using only the x-intercepts. This is not an accurate diagram using anything else other than the x-intercepts and a few random coordinates. All we want to know is which side of the x-axis the graph sits at what points on the graph, and that's going to make more sense as I go through it. So let's have a look at our example. We've got y equals x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 3, and I can see really clearly that my x-intercept values are going to be at x equals -1, x equals 2, and x equals -3. So the first thing I need to do is to draw a line which represents my x-axis and add my values to it as I would any other graph. Oops. And I just need to make sure that I can include all three of my x-intercepts on there, which I now can. The second thing I need to do is mark my x-intercepts on there. And I know that in one direction or other, the x-axis will be crossed at those points. What I'm trying to find out now is which side of the x-axis the graph will sit in between those x-intercepts. So I'm going to take x equals -2 and replace my x values with that value to get y equals -2 plus 1 times -2 take 2 times -2 plus 3, which equals -1 times -4 times 1, which equals 4. 4 is a positive number, so I know that in this particular section of the graph here at -2, the line will sit above the x-axis. I'm going to use a different value now to find which side of the x-axis the line will sit in a different part of the graph. So I'm going to use 1 as my value for x and do exactly the same thing as I just did. And that equals -8. So I can see that at x equals 1, y will be -8, which is a negative number. And that tells me that between -1 and 2, the line will sit below the x-axis. I can then go ahead and do the same thing for 3, although I think we can already see that the graph is going to go from -3 up, cross the x-axis at -1 to be beneath the line, and then cross the x-axis again at +2 to be above the x-axis again. And that is everything you need to know.